What am I going to do today? I could climb Urca. Yeah, I want to climb Urca. All right, I'm off to climb Urca. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Troy and in today's video we're going to Morro da Urca. Yeah, I know most of you all are probably thinking, what is Morro da Urca? Well, anyone that's been to Rio, I'm sure is familiar with Sugarloaf Mountain. And in order to go to Sugarloaf Mountain, you have to take 2 cable cars to go up. Well, the first cable car takes you to Morro da Urca. That's the name of the first rock. Most people don't know that. But there's actually a trail that you can take to climb this mountain. It's free. You don't pay any money to climb Morro da Urca. And the trail is really beautiful and it has beautiful views and it's just really an interesting, fun little trek up a mountain. So, and also as a bonus, guys, I'm going to show you the really pretty beach that's next to Morro da Urca that most people don't know about either. It's called Red Beach, or Praia Vermelha in Portuguese. And mostly only locals go there because the gringos just don't know about this beach. But it really is a pretty little quaint beach that you all can go to. And in fact, maybe it's a great idea if you decide to take the trail, you can stop and take a look at the beach as well. But I'm going to show you all that, and also a neighborhood that's on the side of Urca, Morro da Urca, called Urca neighborhood. So it's a really interesting little neighborhood also. But the main focus, of course, is going to be the trail in today's video. It's about 30 minutes to an hour to climb this trail, depending on what kind of shape you are in. And I would say it's an intermediate trail, so most everyone can do this trail. Another thing I'd like to add is if you all decide to take the trail and then go to Sugarloaf Mountain after you get to the top, remember to buy your ticket before you climb the trail. It's much easier. I actually went one time, got to the top of Morro da Urca, and they told me I had to go in a cable car down to where they sell the tickets, buy a ticket, and then come back up. And that was obviously somewhat of a problem. So buy it before you come up. It'll save you a little time. It's 120 reais if you all decide to take both cable cars. And the crazy Brazilian pricing is if you only take one cable car, it's 100 reais. So I don't understand that, but whatever. Also, they were asking for your vaccine card and identification when you entered the very top of Morro da Urca. But the last time I went, they didn't ask for it. So I'm not sure if that's completely changed or not. A lot of things here in Rio have changed. You don't have to wear a mask when you go out anymore, and almost nowhere asks you for a vaccine card. But I would just to be safe, I would carry a screenshot on your phone of your a photo of your ID, and then of course of your vaccine card. That'd be a good idea, so you can show anybody that may ask. But anyways, enough talking, guys. Let's go ahead and go, and we're going to go first to Red Beach. I will see you all there. All right, guys, we have made it here to Sugarloaf Mountain, and what I wanted to show you all is where you have to go buy your tickets if you all want to use the cable car. So this is the area that you have to go to. So here we made it to Red Beach, again Praia Vermelha, and you can see it's not a very big beach, but it really is beautiful. So So I definitely recommend that you all check out this beach, especially if you all do decide to do the trail. You can maybe come to the beach for a couple hours and then do the trail, or do the beach after the trail. But it really is a beautiful little beach that usually gets missed by most people that come to visit Rio, and it's definitely something worth coming to see. So, but anyways guys, we're going to go ahead and head to the trail now, and I will show you all how to get there. So when you get to the beach, you want to take a left, and we're going to go this direction. So once you all come to the buildings, take a right, and then you're going to see these signs, okay? And this is the start of the trail. This is the road to go up to get to where the trail begins. So it looks like cobblestone, I suppose, and we're going to go up for a little bit, probably about maybe a quarter of a mile before we turn off to go onto the trail. So let's go. I wanted to mention to you all also is that sometimes when you come here, you'll see people climbing up these really steep rock embankments, and I really recommend not trying that. It truly isn't worth it. If you fall, you're going to get very severely injured. So don't do like the locals on this one. Another thing you all will see are these signs that show different animals. One of them is a snake. I have never seen a snake, and I have been up this trail many times, but it is possible that you may. So obviously stay away from snakes really at all possible. So here we are. We're coming up on where we turn off, okay? So when you see that snake sign, you know that it's about time to turn. So when you all come up on this sign, Praia do Morro da Urca, and that is where we're going now. So it also goes and it has some of the rules here in English and of course in Portuguese, but if you all would like to read that, it is in English. So you have a little cabana here also to the left to help you all, and this is the start of the trail. So let's head on up. I'd like to talk to you all about is the trail and how easy is it to follow. It's very easy, actually. This trail is well made. There are no little side trails that go off and confuse you. So if you get on this trail, you all should have really no problem at all finding your way around it. So should be no problem whatsoever. It's very easy to see, as you all can see here, all throughout the trail. It's very easy to find. So, and there are some little stop-off points to look at the view, because there are some beautiful views on the way up. You can waste a little time there, but I wouldn't waste much because the views on top are going to outdo anything that you will see on the trail on the way up. Although the great thing about the trail is it's beautiful because it's part of nature. So let's continue. sign that is really important. Says do not feed the marmoset monkeys. And that really is true, because these animals are wild, and if you give them food, they will absolutely want more, and they can become pretty aggressive. This is one of the trails that kind of goes off. It's very short, but I just wanted to show you all. This is the main trail. That's one of the little lookouts. So you can go down there and take a look. This particular lookout is not that great because they've let the trees overgrow it a little bit. So I usually just pass it up right where it says don't feed the monkeys, and I continue on. Another thing I'd like to show you all is as you climb this trail, you're going to see these signs that will show a footprint and then paso, which is step. This one's 5, of course. And as you continue up the trail, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on to show you where at in the trail you are. So on the other side of that 5, we can see it's 1, because if you're coming down, this is the beginning. So when you get to 5, you know you're really close, and you just have a little more to go. All right, this is the entrance to go into Morro da Urca, the top of it. They were checking IDs and vaccine status, but it doesn't look like there's anyone there today. So let's go ahead and go in and see if there's anyone that's gonna ask for that from me. Usually do. Maybe they've stopped. I don't know. That's where you go in right there, or come out from the cable cars. And they actually have some old cable cars up here, so you all can see just how long this place has been around, but how old those cable cars are. And here is the magnificent view from Morro da Urca. And we can come around here and see Red Beach down there. So that's where you start the trail, all the way down there. This neighborhood down here is called Urca, and it's a really interesting and somewhat popular neighborhood here in Rio de Janeiro because it's secluded. It's separated from the rest of the city because it is at the bottom here of Morro da Urca. And this neighborhood's pretty interesting. It has some really interesting bars. One of them you actually need to take a boat to go out to, which is really cool. And it also has its own little beach, and the beach is pretty nice, but I wouldn't waste much time going there. I probably wouldn't go there at all unless you're already in Urca, because it's not a very big beach, but it's pretty cool that they have their own little beach there. If you like to go to Urca, you should check out that restaurant that you have to take the boat to. They have, food and drinks, and it's a really interesting experience. So definitely something to check out if you all do ever go to this neighborhood. A little further across the way, you all can see Niterói, and that is another city. And you can get there 2 ways, by taking the bridge, or you could take a boat. And the boat's pretty interesting as well. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cheap. I don't remember. I think it's like 7 or 8 reais, something like that. Maybe it's 10, but it's really cheap to go across. And Niterói is a completely different city. There are things to do, different malls and other things if you're all feeling more adventurous and you would like to see something more than just Rio. So I've been over there several times, and it's definitely worth at least a day to go check it out. Alright everyone, I'm going to go ahead and head back down the trail. It's getting a little late. I climbed it at 3:30. I recommend not climbing it that late. It's better if you all can try to climb it maybe around 11 to 12 o'clock. Because if you climb it too late and you get up here and you spend a lot of time, because there are things to do here. There are restaurants and places to get a drink, and there's actually even a little amphitheater. But if you all get up here, you're going to spend some time. So definitely come up here a little earlier if you all decide to take the trail. I'm not going to do too much today with the video of the top of Urca, because I'd like to save that for another video when I do Sugarloaf Mountain. I'm going to do both parts, Morro da Urca and Sugarloaf. So I'll save that for another day. I just wanted to show you all a little bit of the top of the trail as well. So, but I'm going to go ahead and head down now, and I will see you all down at Red Beach. Alright everybody, I am back down on Red Beach. So I have come down the mountain, and give you all some perspective. That's where we were at, on top of that mountain. And here we are now, back down on the beach. And the whole trip, well, it should take you between an hour to hour and a half to go up and come down. Maybe if you're a little bit slower, maybe 2 hours, but the beginning part of the trail is a little steep. But once you get past the beginning, it starts to smooth out a little bit, and it's not so bad. So, but I would recommend, remember, to take something to drink with you, maybe one Gatorade, and if you'd like to, a snack. But there are things on top of the mountain if you want to buy something to drink or something to eat. But anyways, that will do it for this video, everybody. So please hit that like button, subscribe, because I will have many more videos of Rio de Janeiro and other parts of Brazil that I do plan to visit. My next country after this will be Colombia, so just keep checking back, because I'm going to have a lot more videos in the future. But anyways, everyone, take care and bye bye.